fart. Of course, that's when it goes live. Of course.
Oh, we're live? Hi. Can we do it a little bit closer so that we can see the chat? Because we have to read that. We have to read the chat to be able to answer them. So I don't think anybody's on yet.
No, because I had to redo things.
Yeah, well, live, Sue and Liz unedited, and it's automatically recording, right?
Yes.
Okay. If you hear grumbles in the background, it has a pug.
Yeah. Who's finally decided to eat, lunch at this point.
Brunch.
Yeah, it's brunch.
It's 2:00. It's brunch. So I hope everybody's doing fine. And the reason we're doing a live is because I came over to Liz's to help move furniture. Because let's not let her do it by herself.
Yeah.
Not a good idea. So we can just talk about what we're working on until maybe people will join us. Maybe not. Maybe we'll just be loners. Meanwhile, I'm online trying to order from Alex's update because it's 7 p.m. in the UK, and well, the girl's got to have yarn. Oh, it's not working. I finished my temperature blanket, dishcloth. You really can't tell which side's which, right? When you're doing garter. So I finished it's upside down. My temperature dishcloth, which started down here, and I have the colors. So I have my colors from -20 to +31 Celsius. If anybody is curious as to, you can kind of see that. And we have Nina. Hi, Nina.
And Bente.
And Bente. Hi. We're not alone anymore.
No.
How you guys doing? So if it's 2:00 here, 6 hours, 8:00 in Norway.
Excuse me while I make weird faces at the computer. It's
unedited, Sue and Liz.
On a computer that's
kind of not working. So yeah, so that's my temperature dishcloth. It's the first one. The coldest day is right here. It's a really dark blue. And then the warmest day was right here, this kind of greeny. So we had a lot of the same temperatures. I'm just jumping in here to say hello, basically.
Oh.
Hi, bye. Oh, geez. I have to convert your temperature. Oh, so sorry.
Basically, it's below freezing.
Do the maths.
It's not quite stupid cold.
No, this morning it was -22 Celsius.
Which is
I have no idea.
I think.
What is the math for the conversion? Is it ×2 + 2 times?
Hold on. Alexa, what's 22 degrees no, cancel. Yeah. Alexa, what is -22 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit? Nothing.
And sorry if we've made your A's answer over there. Apparently Sarah's here. Hello, Sarah. So, what do you do?
Yes.
Burr, that's cold. Yeah, it's cold.
Yeah.
It's cold.
Like I said, it's not stupid cold, but it's...
I mean, we haven't had the -30s yet. We're only... Oh my God, it's February 1st.
So we're almost into the February thaw, which we have this big ice festival, Winterlude here.
Yeah.
And it's normally known as Waterlude because it
thaws.
It thaws. January's frozen. It freezes right up until like 2 days before.
Yeah.
They do all of the ice sculptures and then everything just melts. And then it freezes again because
it's never more colder than -12 or 13 here in Norway. So -30 is 2.
Oh, okay. So yeah, but it's freezing. Ish.
Yes, where you live. But that's nice.
I don't get that. She's further north than us.
Well, even so I watch a lady on Cecilia on Svalbard, and even they don't get as cold as us. Like, I don't get it. So I keep leaning forward because I'm squinty.
Yeah, and I don't even
used to live in the south here, and it got up to almost 40 below. Oh my! No, thank you.
Yeah, we'll hit -40 with a wind chill, and it doesn't matter. -40 is where Fahrenheit and Celsius meet. But I think at one point, anyways, Canada's or Ottawa was the coldest national
She lives
capital.
by the coast.
Oh,
That's why.
that's why.
There is the mountain, but it's, yeah, she's right by the water. Literally, I think the water is like walking distance from her house. So show the epicness of this.
This is it's going to be hard to see on here, but it's all different stitches done in embroidery, and it will be a purse. It's flat right now, so
Yeah, because the middle part's the bottom.
yeah, this is the bottom, and then where are they? Wings are over here. So I added sides to it, which you can't really see because they're in black, just because I wanted it more of a box than anything. So now I have to put some netting, some tulle over it to protect it, because these stitches are kind of delicate, and I want to be actually able to use this. So
It's stunning.
that's my.
Stunning.
I'm calling it a faux because this part of it is done. Now I have to.
Final touches.
Well, now I have to do sewing on it, which
Okay.
is a different craft. It's adjacent, but it's technically different.
It involves needles.
Yep.
It's a needle craft.
Yep.
So I have my scrap witchery, which, wow, that green is not coming out. Like, this is Kiwi Explosion by Bente, and you're not seeing it. It's flash green. And this is something I'm doing along with Nina, and it's fisherman's rib. Correct me if I'm wrong, Nina. You knit one, you purl one, and then you knit below, which kind of reminds me of brioche.
It does.
It's
it has
going to
that
be
kind
super
of look.
squishy. And the reason I'm using the green is because it's from a previous advent from when Bente was dyeing yarn, and I have most of like a bunch of the colors that she used to sell. So it's starting off as a Bente blanket, and then it'll morph into whatever else I have.
You
And
okay
luckily-
over there, buddy?
Luckily, I
like
have
fancy.
cones of undyed yarn. So, and then the other thing I started, and I'm going to blame this on Selma, is I will.
Yeah, Nina says it is fisherman's rib.
Yeah. So we went to knit night beginning of January, and Selma brought the humongo blanket she was working on. She was trying to do in all the ends, and I was like, just give me the blanket. I'll take it home. I'll give it back to you next week. And she just kind of looked at me like, End of the night, she's like, are you sure? Took it home, and within a week. I saw her the next week, and she had all the ends were woven in. And then I thought, I think I need a blanket. So I started doing some squares, and these are all from my advent from Nina. This one's starting off as a Nina blanket. And then eventually, well, I'll have to do borders. But right now I'm having fun doing squares because I could just sit down and go, I just feel like doing a square, and in an evening I have it done. So that's what I'm doing there. And then there's another crochet blanket I'm doing, and this is Alex's fault because she's doing a My Yarny Corner blanket along.
Yeah, she's doing all the crochet, and I've been mostly doing, well, the giant embroidery.
Yeah, so it's 8 squares per month. So it's yellows and cream. The cream's always going to be in there. And I can't show January's color yet because she told me I wasn't allowed to show it until the 1st. And I don't think her video has gone up showing the color. So I don't want to do that yet. So it's 8 squares per month, which is very doable.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
Yeah. So I think I'm on the last, I'm on the last white one. And this is a corner to corner, so you're joining as you go. And isn't this bag the cutest? I got it because of little kitty. And there's a little puppy on the bottom. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I got some socks on the needles. What are you guys knitting? RMH Mimi. Is that your name on Ravelry? Mimi? I don't recognize that name. Hello? Where are you from, Mimi? If I can call you Mimi. I just did.
Yeah, I've been doing mostly, like I said, mostly embroidery. I've gotten back to, I have this giant thing, which, there it is. The bright color is where I've actually stitched to, and the rest of it is the background.
Oh, so you just...
It's printed on there. I'm actually not following the background. I'm following the pattern because I messed up when I started. This is the first time I've ever done one of these, and I started over too far. So all of my stitches by the time I've gotten over here are quite far off where they're supposed to be. So there's going to actually be color showing on this side. Don't care. It's looking at.
Yarn Rose 3 on Ravelry. Okay,
Oh.
and you're making a blueberry waffle socks. Those are nice. I'm knitting my cookie swap socks. Nice. And this is a gift pattern from Nina because, we're going to knit things together this year, apparently.
Let's not knock the needles off of my project
No.
into my sofa.
And this is like, they're kind of stacked. And it's called Welcome to the Party Pal. It's a Die Hard quote.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
She knows I love Die Hard, so those are hubby socks. And then the other one we're knitting together is another sock witchery, and it's String of Lights. So another Kiwi Explosion from Bente, and I just added a red. It's just a basic sock pattern.
And I'm doing this out of, I do not remember who the yarn was.
Is that Area 51?
That's the Area 51, which was,
Yeah, I can tell by the logo. I can see the logo from here.
what was the name of it?
But yeah,
Puppy Love.
because pugs.
Yeah, because it really is, it's pug color.
Yeah, I think that's the one I got you.
Yes.
Yes, that's the one I
Yeah,
got
so
you.
I'm doing the same thing. I've modified the same pattern, so it's now toe up because the pattern actually is cuff down. And as you can see, there's no heel in it. There will be
Eventually.
a kind of sort of afterthought heel because I didn't want to break up the pattern.
The kind of sort of as Liz does.
Yeah.
And
Well,
then-
I decided where the heel was going because you have to switch from just the pattern on the top to the pattern on the.
Or not do like I did and knit the pattern all the way around, and then hubby going, one sock has knitting on the bottom and the other sock is stockinette. I didn't undo those socks. They're still where they are. So I bought this the other day. I was in my local yarn store, which I keep forgetting I have 5 minutes from my house because it's fairly new. And I went in to get a cable to put in a package that I'm sending to Bente because Chowgu cables, I can get them easier than she can, and shipping them is just, bye, Mimi.
Bye, Mimi.
And so I saw this on the shelves. I was going to order it from Amazon, and I thought, no. So I'm going to be making some gnomes this year. Quite a few of my friends have it. And I mean,
They're so cute.
they're so cute.
I have a couple of the gnome patterns, but
I like this one because the pockets are on the beard. Yep. And then there's going to be more crochet in my life because my friend Leanne has made 2 Jethro sweaters and gifted me the pattern. So I got the granny square cards so that I can, pick and choose. I'm still here. I'm saying bye to the, bye. Oh, sorry, Bente, bye. Yeah, we're so good at this. This is our first live. So reading the comments and everything.
which was why there was a one live that went up and like you probably all clicked on it and then nothing happened with it because I deleted it because I couldn't get it to actually run.
And yes, Mimi, Area 51 still dyes yarn. Yeah, it's very, very dangerous slope.
It's,
I got yarn mid-January that I ordered in November and had forgotten that I ordered it.
yeah, because Canada Post was on strike for close to a month.
I think they're finally caught up now, but yeah, it was something. Stuff still trickling in.
Oh yeah, I'm still getting Christmas cards that were sent like the beginning of December.
Yeah, so I have to go through this deck and choose what I want to. So it's the Jethro cardigan by Tanis Lavallee, and it's basically squares that you put together and then you knit sleeves. So Leanne has made 2.
I can see where that would be.
Gets rid of small amounts of yarn.
Yeah, I need to go through all of my yarn because, like Sue said, she's helping me because I'm switching 2 of the. Well, I'm in the 2 bedrooms, so I'm switching the 2 bedrooms so that the bigger one is my craft and my office.
Well, it was the intention when you moved in, but your father and the movers did otherwise.
Yeah, which whatever. That's
2 years later.
2 years later.
Because let's be real, you need a bed. You don't need anything else in your bedroom. You
No.
need a bed.
So the plan is to have the bed and 2 dressers and pretty much nothing else in the bedroom, and everything else in the bigger master bedroom.
And we both work from home, so she'll have her desk set up. She'll have, I think your dining table is going to be like a big cutting table.
Yeah, because I have an enormous dining table from when I was in a house, which doesn't really. It's a
It's
6
too
to
big for
8
here.
person dining table, and you can only really seat 2 at it in my actual dining room.
It's too big, but
It's
it'll
too
be
big.
perfect because you could do half cutting table, half whatever.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then are you going to be putting your loom together to go in there?
No, the loom's going out here.
Loom's going out here. So yeah, she has a huge floor loom.
Yeah.
But let's have the room for the crafty stuff, and you don't need much room to sleep.
No, enough room for my bed. So I currently only have a bath and a half. I have a half bath that's currently full of yarn because I had to get all of the yarn out of the craft room and put it somewhere, and I didn't want it
Transition.
all in the living
Well,
room.
and you have 2 bathrooms.
I have 2
Let's-
bathrooms,
yeah,
so
let's say that part. You still have a bathroom you could
I do.
use.
It's all in the half bath.
Yeah.
Which,
Yeah, so came over, helped doing some moving, and then I was last night. My bright idea was let's have a live, and my husband just looked at me and went, "You and Liz, unedited, live.
yep.
There's no cutting anything out." Because I do some good editing whenever we have podcasts. But this is like basically we'll call it episode 40.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Yeah. I should probably rename it afterwards. I meant to name it episode 40, but
That's okay. Take 2 is good.
because it really is the second take. At least it only took me 2 tries.
Yeah, this time.
This time, yes.
And we're on a laptop that's on its last legs.
It's been on its last legs for like a year.
Mm-hmm.
And I've just been putting off getting a new one. So that's happening tomorrow.
Yeah,
But-
those Granny's Work cards are really cool. I
Oh, yeah.
put off buying them for a while, and I just went,
Well, I mean, like you said, they're a great way to use up little scraps.
and I have, oh boy. So going through some of the stuff to go back into my closet, because I had to take everything out of my closet. My husband had to readjust the metal shelves he put in because things kept sliding.
Yeah, so
And-
I'm not the only one who's
No.
pulled apart multiple rooms.
No, and you know what the problem is? They're still sliding because we've discovered that, the shelf is straight. Let's get my hand straight. The shelf is straight. The front part has it's almost like they got warped. So I went to the dollar store and I got some of that, that padded sticky stuff you can put in your drawers.
Oh, yeah.
Those rolls of things. So I got some of that. I'm going to put that on the shelves, and at least that will stop things from rolling because we're not taking it apart again. I'm like 75% everything back in. But back to where I was speaking of is minis.
Super glue and like quarter round.
Yeah, that would work too.
Oh, wait, I was going to say that to Sean, but Sean doesn't actually watch this.
No, but I'll tell him later. More work for him. So yeah, I have so many minis. So many minis. But so half of the closet is still on the floor in my spare bedroom. The other half is in bins because the bins that are in there have labels and I know what's in them.
Oh.
What's the Starbucks order? So my daughter said to try the iced pistachio latte with pistachio cream.
And because she was coming over here, she said she'd grab Starbucks on the way. And I'm like, whatever her daughter, whatever Ash's flavor of the month is
usually pretty damn good.
Is usually pretty damn good. So,
yeah.
And I wanted iced because it's freaking cold outside.
But we're warm in here and we're working.
Yeah.
I said to the lady when I was doing the order, I'm like, whatever my daughter said is good, I at least try it once. And most of the time she's like, her cold foams are the cold foam. We usually get iced caramel macchiato with salted caramel cold foam. So good.
It is. It really is. I should not be having the pistachio because.
Well, when I got here, I was like, can you have pistachios?
I'm not supposed to. I'm going to take allergy meds afterwards.
Oh, hi, Shani. Yay, she made it. She's visiting with a friend today. I wasn't sure if she can pop in.
I guess I should probably say what
are you knitting on?
So
That's
this is
Roots and Rain yarn.
Yeah, it's Roots and Rain yarn. It's Oh yeah, it's one of her mini sets, and then the rest of it
And we
is
must preface by saying she no longer dies.
no, she doesn't, and she's not coming back.
Hashtag
So.
regret that we didn't get more.
But I have a sweater's quantity of this green here, which is Donna's Garden.
Yeah, I have a sweater's quantity of her DK, and I have a sweater's quantity of her worsted. I had bought 2 at the time, and one looked a little too pinkish to me, so I sent that off to Norway to Bente. Toby Knits, hi! Yay! Hi, Anne. How are you? Welcome to what my husband says, the shit show.
Yeah.
Sue and Liz live, unedited.
Yeah, this is the calculations from the Lunenburg sweater, which I knit years ago from a kit I got from
Cheryl from My Needle Crafts. Oh, the baskets we got. I'm pretty sure that's Cheryl from My Needle Crafts. The baskets we got at Kitchener-Waterloo.
Oh, yes.
Yes, yes. And Cindy.
These ones.
Yes, I'm pretty sure that's her.
Yeah.
Yeah, My Needle Craft. Hi, Cheryl. We love our bag. I bring it everywhere. Everywhere. And mine's covered in pins.
I have pins on the
except today,
backpack.
mine stuff came in the Rhinebeck bag because it's big. But no, we love it.
Yeah, that's what the sweater has currently been living in.
So what's everybody knitting on? Tell us. What's on your needles? And did you finish your dishcloth?
She said she cast on her February socks and did.
And where am I seeing this?
Second one.
Right. February socks. Oh, right. Yes, you picked your February yarn. That's awesome. You got a lot of finishes done this week, Anne.
Yeah, I was going to do the whole like random knit sock thing, but it didn't happen.
My problem is
I get distracted.
Well, and there's that.
And then start working on something else. I do what I call chaos cleaning. I've also heard it called Roomba cleaning because I'll start to clean something and then I'll find something that needs to be put somewhere else. So I'll walk off and then I'll start cleaning there, which is how I ended up walking with a pair of underwear. Of underwear.
I was wondering if you were going to say.
Yeah. For like 5 minutes or more in my hands.
Just me and goes, I've had a pair of underwear in my hands for the last 5 minutes.
Yep. Just wandering around randomly cleaning before I finally went, oh yeah, I meant to put these away.
So there's my dishcloth and done. I did my border. The Gideon method is working for me. 3 finishes and almost another. Start another flat iron shawl with the yarn up. Oh, yes. So Shani and I both had a rocket tee on the needles. And I mean, I had about this much. I don't think she got that far. We just couldn't, we were just like, is it me or is it the pattern? Like, it's just not. And I was saying that it wasn't intuitive to me until you put the markers on it.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You did the markers for me?
Yes, because did I fin it? Was that the one I was doing out of the 2 colors or?
The one you cast on for me while we were in Kitchener-Waterloo, I was doing the gray and the gray. And I had ripped it apart because my yarn overs kept getting messed up.
Yes,
anyways,
okay.
Long story short, we both ripped them out and she's going to do another flat iron shawl, which is a crochet shawl. Really nice.
Apparently we're all about the crochet. I haven't picked up crochet again this year, so I guess I should get on that.
Yeah, these are going to be interesting. Like I'm going to go through and see, like, I want to try stuff that I haven't done because I've done corner to corner and your basic granny stripe and all that, but this will be nice to just.
I think it's probably been almost 20 years since I've done anything more than like random, like,
Alex
doilies.
got me doing the corner to corner, and then I started a crochet blanket, but I just couldn't get the stitch, and Shani and I couldn't get together for her to help me, so that just
and our friend Sarah is doing a granny square cardigan as well.
Do you know which one it is?
I do not. I know she told me. I remember what she told me?
Really good crocheter, like really. She makes the cutest toys.
Oh my god!
She made me this tiny little bee. It's so stinking cute.
Yeah, I have she made me a mushroom and an octopus. Mm-hmm. But her most recent like toy thing was out of really, really chunky Chanel yarn. and it's a massive octopus.
Where did you get the box? If you mean this one, Cheryl, I ended up ordering it on Amazon. It's called the Granny Square card deck. It's like $23. Or get your local store if you want to, if you can find it. The hexagon Granny Square cardigans are all cute. Yes, yes, they are. Does that mean you're going to make one? I have a habit of my friends do things and I want to do things, which Anne giggles about all the time.
I mean, might as well.
Why not? Because, you know, she introduced me to this because it's the, who's the, My Kitchen Sink? Is that who does this? She does the monthly dishcloths, which are knit, which I get the emails because even though I haven't knit any of them, I have all of them for years now. Scrappy Battenberg blanket. Yeah, those are really cute too, but those are the ones with the tiny little squares, right? Those are really cute. So if you have like a really small, ooh, maybe I should start one of those. I have a bag of minis that are all under 5 grams. The last time I had a bag of minis like that, I made Sean scrappy matchy socks.
Yes, and they made me twitch the entire time.
But they were matchy. No, mine matched.
Oh, did they?
Yes, mine
okay,
both
it wasn't you
matched.
then.
It wasn't me. Mine both match because stripes have to match. If stripes don't match, you're batshit crazy. That's all I'm saying.
I actually had someone years ago, a viewer of ours, send me, and I've forgotten who it was now, send me a pair of
nice Cheryl
fraternal twins socks. So it's stripes, and I found a pattern. I haven't knitted up yet. That was one of my socks that I want to do this year. So that is actually it combines the two different colors in kind of a wave pattern going up the socks. So I can actually make a fraternal twins set of sock yarn match.
Why are we still friends? I don't know.
Because you're as bad as I am?
True. Pot kettle.
Pretty much.
I made the hexagon Granny Squares cardi in fingering weight and got fed up with it and made it for my granddaughter as a baby cardi. Yeah, well, that works.
Yep.
Small is quick. Yep.
Yeah, one of the YouTubers I like to watch did a granny square vest. It was just a pattern she had kind of come up with on her own to use up yarn, and it was really pretty. But I was looking at how many squares she used, and I'm like, it's not a lot. Then I remember the woman's only like 5'1". She's like, I'm 5'10". Trust me, it's going to take a lot more squares, which is probably why I've never gotten around to making one, because it'll end up in the same pile as like my Hexie Puffs.
Yeah, well, I mean, the blanket squares, the crochet squares, they're just gonna, hopefully they won't end up like my barn raising square blanket. I've had it on the needle since 2014. And then I set it out all on the bed after I blocked it because so last February we went to a cabin for our anniversary and I brought the squares and Croy. I did all the borders on all of them. That was a year ago. Then I put them all on the bed and realized I probably needed another 25 to 30 squares. So it's going to be a 20-year project. So if these crochet squares end up being that, they end up being that. Whatever.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I don't care. And as most of you know, I will just frog shit. I don't care. Like, not making me happy? Bye-bye.
Yeah, I have at least one tote bin. And these aren't small tote bins. Like, I'm talking about the like 100-liter or 95-liter Rubbermaid bins, full of random stuff that I found in the last 3 days while I was pulling out stuff to switch rooms that needs to be frogged. There's a lot of stuff that needs to be frogged.
My husband calls me the cast-on queen.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong. I'm a process knitter. I'm not a product knitter. So if I'm not enjoying the process, it's gone. But then I did knit a sweater in a month last year, if you all recall. So if I really want something, I can do it.
You knit most of a sweater in a month because I did put several inches on it.
You did. But that's what friends do, right, Nina? You're in a hotel, you add inches to someone's sweater to finish it for them. It's just what we do.
I mean, technically we were at night, and I'm just like, give it to me.
Just give me the sweater. And what did I take your socks? Because we have
Maybe.
pretty
I don't
much
know.
the same gauge.
Yeah. Which is kind of lucky in this case because it means we can just swap out projects if we need to.
Yeah. But this year's Rhinebeck sweater is the stick season cardigan. Let me pull up a picture. And my problem was I have just about enough yarn in several sweater quantities, but not quite enough. And she calls for Aran. Most people are doing it in worsted and getting 16 stitches for 4 inches. How do you, it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't.
I haven't even attempted it yet.
The cast on, I got to 16 stitches and it was this wide. There was no way that was going to be 4 inches.
No.
I didn't even continue with the swatch because it was just like,
Yeah, and I went through my yarn. I don't think I have a sweater quantity. I need to sort the yarn because I know that there's some. Oops, I should take my legs off the bottom of the table.
Oh no, you don't
Camera
want
is
to
sitting on.
So it's by Rebecca Clow, who is, I forget her name online. So this is the sweater.
Yeah, and I want to knit the gray one here, the long one.
Yeah, that's what I want to knit too. So you need the extra yarn.
Yeah.
I could knit the other one, but no. So that's the Rhinebeck sweater that we're all going to be knitting together. And there's actually there's a pullover version too.
Yes.
But Nina gifted that to me. Thank you, Nina. But the yarn is not going to be acquired just yet. Friend, the same gauge. Yep. We're special friends. You'd have to work on that. A 6 millimeter. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And it was like, no. Then I think it would be like too gapey.
I'm just planning on, once I figure out whether or not I actually have enough yarn or have to buy some, which I think I'm going to have to buy some.
I think I'm going to have to buy some, and I think I'm just going to go to Wool Time in the sale section.
Yeah. But I think what I'm going to do is find the yarn and then just sweater math the pattern because screw it.
Sorry, there's a sneeze. And it's there.
The other upside is the two of us have the same bust measurement.
Yeah, we both knit a 51.
Yeah.
That's the size we always knit.
So if I do the sweater math, as long as we have the same yarn.
That's what happened with the faded cardi, or what's it called?
Is it the So Faded?
No, it's not the So Faded.
That's the other one.
It's the Andrea Maury faded cardigan.
Yeah.
But yeah,
sweater math.
Sweater math works. Yes, 6 millimeters, that'd just be crazy. So, but everything I have on the needles now, well, is small, except for I got nothing complicated on the needles. Everything that's in my whips in Ravelry, I think I have 9 things, because I started a vest for hubby. I have 2 pairs of socks. I have this. I have a couple blankets.
Oh, Comfort Fade. Yes.
Comfort Fade. Yes. Thank you. That's the one.
Yeah, Lord only knows what I have on the needles because I'm missing needles. Because
I'm slowly, when I was pulling out a whole bunch of stuff, I was like, oh, hey, there's that needle. Hey.
Yeah, I'm missing a few from like my good set.
You need a tracker, which, Ravelry, if you put the needles in your projects, you'd know where they are.
Yeah. But I have to find stuff and frog stuff.
And then you wonder why you just keep buying needles.
Yeah. Although I will say this much, I think I'm only missing like 2 or 3 needles. And now that I'm looking at what's in my hand, it's entirely possible that at least 2 pairs of missing needles are currently sitting on this sofa.
I have so many 2.5 Chow-Goo tips.
For me, it's 3 millimeter.
I just kept ordering them.
Yeah, I couldn't find 3 millimeters, so I'd order another 3 millimeter, 32-inch fixed circular, because that's what I use. I use 32 inches across the board.
But you use fixed.
Well, I have a whole bunch of interchangeables, which I use primarily, but you can't get 3 millimeters because it's a US 2.5.
freaking know. I don't do you. I know most of the U.S. sizes.
Yes, it's a 2.5 US because one is
Yeah,
2.25.
we tend to say both measurements in Americans. You Americans don't tell us what the needle size is in Canadian.
Yeah, because we're Canadian. We'll just pick and choose random units of measurement, and we measure distance and time.
Yeah, because yarn is yards.
Yep.
We don't do meters. I just know that.
Well, I do sometimes, but I'll switch back and forth, which is really
I just
not
look at the
something you
yarn
want to
and
do.
go, okay, if it has this many meters, I know there's more yards. That's a very good idea, Sue. Put the needle size in the bag somewhere. Yeah, when I I try and put a sticker or something because you have to borrow needles off of other things sometimes. Happens.
Yeah, you organized people.
Nina was saying
take the
she'll
needles
probably
out
use
and stuff.
Aran and knit a different size. I have some knit picks that I want to use. It's like a speckly. It's not speckly. It's tweedy. And I know
Tweety bird?
No. I know I have 8. I know I got 8 skeins of it. I can only find 7. If I had 8 skeins of it, I could do the swatch and make it work.
Did you accidentally put it in with the stuff you gave me? I don't think so.
No,
because
I
there's no
think
knit
I
in
might have used part of a skein to make a cowl, and the cowl I don't wear, but where's the balance of the yarn?
Yeah, 'cause she gave me a bunch of yarn, and in the bag I found a partially knit project.
I was like, oh, that's where that is.
Yeah. So I found most of the yarn.
The
that goes
needles
with
weren't
it.
on it, were they?
I don't think so. I gave it back.
You did give it back. I know exactly where it is in my room.
But yeah, no, there were no needles on it. It was a partially finished shawl.
I had started to design a shawl, and then it ended up in the bag that
Yeah. I think that was round 2.
That was round 2.
The tub of yarn. I think those pictures are up on my Instagram if anyone wants to go back and search.
She's in a tub with 12 kilograms of yarn that I mailed her.
Yep.
In a TV box.
Yep. My mail lady got a kick out of it because the box, the vacuum sealed bag inside failed en route. So the box was splitting down the side. So when my mail lady brought it up to me, she's like, what the hell, woman? What the hell?
And what I don't understand is it only cost me $40 to knit to send it to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to go through my yarn, and I need to be
brutal.
That my next thing is I was brutal with my clothes closet a couple months ago because I'm never going back to the office. I don't need this stuff. I haven't worn it in 5 years. Like, I had 2 pairs of pants that I bought just before lockdown that had tags on them.
Yep.
Yeah. So I got to get brutal with my yarn because let's be real, there's going to be a lot of yarn when I pass away. What is the same thing? Sable.
Stash acquisition beyond life expectancy.
Basically,
I think at one point I worked out that it was either 3 or 5 years. I think it ended up being 5 years worth of yarn.
But how do you calculate that?
I had everything that I currently owned in Ravelry, so it gave me a grand total of yardage. Plus, I had all of the projects from the previous year with the totals, and I had worked out that at my current rate at the time, it would take me. It was either 3 or 5 years.
That would mean you'd have to calculate your rate of yarn going out.
Yes.
Yeah. No. I have more coming in than I ever have going out.
The one issue with that calculation was I don't think I put Insanity in there because I haven't touched Insanity in years. I need to pull that
right,
out.
Mimi. It's true. The clothes.
Oh yeah.
You can't do it with yarn. See, I go through. I call it grieving. I go through guilty periods where I have so much yarn and I'm like, what am I doing? And I'm never gonna use it. And then I go through periods of like, I have a yarn store in my house. Why am I buying yarn? And yeah, so it's the grieving stage.
Yep. Yeah, I've been getting like switching the rooms. I've also been decluttering my whole house because I have far too much stuff for a 2-bedroom condo. That's what happens when you downsize from a house.
Well, we went bigger because our old house, we were bursting at the seams. And the new house, everything just fits everywhere. But I think there's going to be a point where that might change. And when and if we have to move, Canadian Timbit. Love that name. What are we working on? I'm working on a scrap witchery blanket.
Oh, is that a blanket?
What did you think it was?
I thought it was a sweater.
No, it's a blanket.
Shows how much attention I was
it could
paying.
be of a sweater, but
That was what I thought, was you were doing a bottom-up. Oops. My bad.
see what I have to put up with?
Yet she still keeps coming. So.
I know. We got separated for years and we found our way back to each other. It's the insanity. What happened to your calligraphy?
Oh, it's in there. It just has to be blocked.
I just love that.
I'm running through like projects in my head because I have a bunch of actual like calligraphy supplies.
No, I meant
that I was
sweater.
destashing. So I had to
yarn, knitting.
Yeah.
I'm always decluttering everything except for yarn.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of my phone go?
Well, I took everything out of.
Oh, hi, Nina. I was wondering if that was you. Not there's Canadian Timbit is also Nina.
Oh, hi. So we have two Ninas.
I don't know.
It's me.
I've known Nina since we were kids. So.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I'm like, it sounds familiar, but I don't think it. No.
That's not her.
No.
Oh, that's hilarious. I was trying to be stealthy.
Yeah, you mostly
Two
succeed.
Ninas. I know, right? Pearl's. Okay.
Okay, no,
here.
the pug's here. We're good.
There's noise in the other room. The other Nina, Pearls and Piers, is from Connecticut. I have known her since online. We met at Rhinebeck last year for the first time. We've known each other since 2012, 2013? Nina, when you used to do the mini swaps? Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, it's been a while.
You mean I can't call you Timbit in real life?
Is she Canadian?
Yeah.
Timbit. I can call you Timbit because I don't know you. Is she tiny?
No. She's my height.
Oh. Joshua was a baby. How old is Joshua? Joshua's 12? 12? 11? I don't know. Your kids are growing up so fast. I'm round and covered in sprinkles. Okay. Yeah, Joshua was tiny. That's been a long time. 10. He turns 11 this year. So yeah, so maybe 2014. So we've known each other online for a very long time. I almost felt like doing, the dance when you're running in the field, but we were in a restaurant, so we kind of got to say hi quickly with a hug.
I mean, you could have. It wouldn't have worked in that restaurant because it was
that
crowded.
Restaurant was packed.
Really good food. Do not remember the name of it, but really good food.
The music was a little too loud, but it was very nice. Yeah.
I mean, it was live music too,
Yeah.
So he was like right behind. It was a tiny little place.
But it was really good.
It was really good. And yeah, I don't remember the name. Nina, if you do, go for it, but I don't.
No, the Italian restaurant was really good.
I'm the driver, is what it is.
Let's just say gluten-free restaurants, really good gluten-free restaurants,
Are hard to
come by. We went to an Italian restaurant and it was amazing. I have no remember.
Wrong Nina.
Yep.
The other Nina. The U.S. Nina.
U.S. Nina, Rhinebeck.
Yeah.
So next October, instead of us all being in separate Airbnbs, we rent a ginormous Airbnb. So that'll be fun.
Yes.
Well, as long as everything goes according to plan.
Yes.
That was not on the website. The live music that night.
Rock the
Casbah.
Yes. The Casbah. Yeah, and that was it's near Rhinebeck, New York? Saugerties, I think.
Donut holes. I'm in U.S. Illinois.
Yeah, they're Timbits up here.
Yep.
Tim Hortons is a thing.
Yep. Well, it's not Canadian owned anymore,
No, it's not.
unfortunately. So we have Illinois. There's Canadians here. We have quite a few Canadians. Nina from Connecticut. Mimi. Where are you from, Mimi?
No, Mimi was the one who was from Illinois.
Oh, Illinois. Okay, so Illinois. Yeah. We had Norway. My daughter giving me the thumbs up for the drink. She's like, sorry, I was sleeping. I found it in our conversation. Yeah, so, impromptu live. We thought, let's just try it.
Yep.
I watch so many lives and they're always so much fun, but I'm always on the other end. So now I get it. You got all the Drew. Hi, Drew. You're from Pennsylvania.
Oh, yeah.
Brit, yeah,
Britain,
Anne.
Canada. Yeah.
Britain, Canada. She's our token Brit.
My yarn keeps getting tangled.
Yeah.
Yeah, you notice I don't bother to stop to get it untangled.
No.
Oh, more Pennsylvania. Susan.
Nice. I know that name. That's a long-time viewer. Susan's a long-time viewer.
I am horrible with names.
You're better with faces.
I'm better with faces. I can look someone in the face and go, I know you. I have no idea where I know you from, but I know you.
Kind of like the retreat last week.
Yes. Yeah, we had a woman come up to us, or come up to me, and she was trying to figure out where she knew me from.
Do you sell yarn? And she's going on, and did you work here? And then Liz is like, well, we have a podcast, but she's like from when we were two tangled skeins. So yeah.
Yeah.
I'm usually the one who gets recognized when they walked up to her. Yeah, I got a row done. Yay. It's hard on the hands though. Yes, a long time. You guys are the best. Thank you. Yeah, I recognize that name. Oh, and so Nina, I haven't sent your prize. Nina in the States, I haven't sent your prize to you because I have to add stuff for your belated birthday. And then I realized I hadn't sent out the other prize.
No.
So I just contacted the winner through the email to let her know I'm going to be sending it out because I was waiting for the post to get back to normal. And well,
yeah, and unfortunately that happened and then dragged on for a while.
Okay. I'm just going to throw a little extra something in there for her and she'll be happy. But yeah. No, this is a blanket. Now, can you tell? Well, actually, you can't really tell.
You can't.
It could be the bottom of a sweater.
Yeah, it looks like it's the right size for the bottom of a sweater.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Yeah, on your own.
It's knit one below and purl, and I shouldn't have been knitting, so it's fine till about here. And then I've switched the knit ones and the purl. Yep, so this goes in the bag. That's what happens. Pay attention, Sue. Pay attention.
That's why I'm knitting round and round.
I don't have anything that's round and round. I need to cast on a Musselburgh or something. Nothing that's just round. No, it's fine. But I have stuff fits. I have nothing that's just round and round. These are knits and purls. Those are knits and purls. Oh, this one's easier. It's knits on one side. Yeah, I'm talking to myself. But hey. So what else is going on in life, people? Tell us what's going on.
Yeah, because it's
what
cold.
Are your plans? So it's really cold here.
We can't staying inside. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't do much.
I try and take Gadget out and I get him all bundled up and I can't put him down because he just kind of looks at me and goes, what is this?
What is this? Yes, no.
Yeah. Yeah, so I've been, I have a
Canadian Timbit.
Yeah. This one runs in this weather.
How do you breathe when you run in this weather?
Yes. Yeah, I bundle up, put the pug in. I have a duffel bag for him. Bundle him up. Yeah. Stuff him in the duffel bag, and then I take him out on my electric wheelchair, and we kind of we go out and go around the building and sniff the sniffs, but he doesn't want to get out of the duffel bag.
He doesn't want to be on the ground.
Yeah. No, ground is lava. or ice cubes. I mean,
Breathing is overrated. Okay. Okay.
yep, that sounds like Nina. Um, but yeah, he's 16. He's got arthritis. I kind of understand why he doesn't want to stand on the ground.
He just passes out in the middle of the floor.
Yep.
Cutest. Such a cutie.
Yeah, that's why we kind of I keep checking on him, but we had heard
Stuff in the other room.
stuff in the other room, and his latest thing is playing hide and seek, which is fine, except he plays it like a 2-year-old. You know how little kids haven't quite got that object permanence thing yet, so if they can't see you, you can't see them is their logic. Well, that's his logic as well. So he'll stick his head in a corner and essentially be standing there laughing at me. And then I come to get him and he skedaddles off.
And he thinks you can't see him.
Yeah. Because I found him. But he's also been getting under stuff. So
the best was yesterday. She's like, he's trying to get under the bed, and if I go get him, we're gonna have to call someone to get us both out.
Yeah. Luckily, because of the arthritis, like it's not a good thing, but he can't get down low enough to get under the bed anymore, which is, a good thing. Because there'd be a phone call needing to be made to rescue us both.
Yep. Then I'm too far away.
Well, I told my mother that, and she's like, yeah, call us to get him out. I'm like, I'll be calling you to get us both out.
Firefighters are here on a weekly basis.
I'd rather not call them for that.
No. I get called here enough as it is. She lives in a building with a lot of elderly, so there's always paramedics and firefighters here.
Yep.
For who knows why, what reasons why.
But no, I have boxes that I keep like off-season clothes in.
Dogs have better health care than people.
Yep. Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
So you get pain shots monthly, which apparently I can't get as a human.
Can you ask the vet to give them to you?
I did. He said no.
Yeah. My daughter just took her dog. She has a pocket bully. He's
the biggest suck.
There is no mean in this dog. Like you think, when you first see him, you go, oh, but he is the sweetest thing. And she's like, yeah, I just took him to the vet. She's like, $800 later, but 400 of that was just shots. And then he has really bad allergies, so she has to give him pills every day. And the medication was $400. It's like, oh,
yeah,
but yeah, he got all his shots, and he was not happy. He's a big baby. Such a baby. Such a mama's boy.
Yeah, Gadget gets a shot monthly, so he got that last Thursday. And he has a pram. The heck is that in
stroller?
I watch a lot of British TV, so occasionally I can only think of the British term. That's where that's coming from.
Yeah, I researched those shots, Mimi said.
Yeah. But he has a stroller that I take him around in because he can't walk that far. And so I take him in the stroller, and they just wheel him into the back.
You became British.
Give him his shot and wheel him back out.
One of our besties is British. It helps.
Yep.
I keep just randomly using terms like, I'm going to nip out to the store, and my son will look at me. He's like, you're going to what? I'm going to the store. He's like, you need to stop talking to Alex and Anne.
And see, those were terms that I grew up with. So, but my family's all from the Maritimes, so there's a lot more British there. Well, growing up, the phone book, because I'm from Halifax, and the phone book in Halifax at the time had, like, we had the M's, and then within the M's there was the mix, so the MC, the mix, and the max, the MAC, and then just the regular M's.
Maritime in the UK light.
Yeah, especially the Newfies.
Yeah. Think you can't understand Brits? Try understanding a Newfie.
No, try understanding a Francophone Newfie.
Oh, that's worse than a drunk Newfie.
Oh my God, yes. French Newfoundland, that's an accent.
Hmm. Yeah, so what else do we have to do later when we stop this thing? What other big furniture do we have to move?
Just a table.
Table, right.
We moved the big stuff. I mean, most of my furniture is from IKEA, or at least the bedroom stuff.
It
So
slides quite easily.
it slides easily. It's not heavy. Although I did move a Billy bookcase. I've had that thing probably for 15 years.
They're more sturdy than they are now.
Oh, yeah. Like that thing is a freaking tank.
Right, I wanted to go to IKEA. No, let's not do that. No. That's worse than a yarn store. IKEA or a kitchen store? Oof.
And IKEA's both.
That's why when we went to get the carpet for our family room, Sean went with me because he was like, we're going straight to the carpets and then we're leaving.
See, this is why I just order online.
So, yeah, there's that too.
The problem is I technically live within walking distance. Like if I could walk the distance, I do live within walking distance.
You can electric wheelchair. That does not sound right.
So
your electric chair.
Yeah. I try and call it my power chair because
your power wheelchair. You can scooch down there easily in the summer.
Yeah,
if you wanted to.
Yeah, but then it's a bad.
Yeah,
because there's an IKEA, a Michael's, and a Chapters,
all like in
the same parking lot. And there's a Home Goods store in there too. Not home like linen chest.
Yeah, a linen chest is dangerous. Just dangerous.
Just a titch.
Glorious, yeah. I find the furniture sliders are fantastic.
Oh yeah, I have some of those. Unfortunately,
what happened to the two ladies you used to podcast with?
Well, Selma has her own podcast.
Selma has her own podcast, and the other one we don't mention. That's all I can say.
Yep.
We've parted ways.
What is Selma? Little Big Knits.
No, yeah, Selma has a great podcast. She has a Patreon account now. She's doing things. She's retiring in 6 months, so
go Selma.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's at the I don't give a F in her life. She told us, yeah, one of our supervisors left, and I told them flat off the bat, I ain't doing anything extra. I'm retiring in 6 months. Oh, I can't wait to be there. 4.5 years, I can do it.
20.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm 10 years, I'm like 10 years older than you, aren't I?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
If I could retire today, I would, but the dineros would not be very good.
Nope, they would.
Because it's one thing to calculate your retirement and go, oh, that doesn't sound too bad. But you have to think about that every month for 12 months, for every year, 20 years of retirement. It adds up.
It does. Or doesn't add up.
But I mean, hubby's still going to be my sugar daddy when we're retired. Let's face it. He makes double what I make. All those brains in that head of his.
Yeah, the man does have some brains going for him.
Yeah. He does the sciences.
All right.
So
we should probably go.
Yeah. We got stuff to do. Yeah, so good hour. So good live. So hope you all guys all have a great rest of your day. And we'll be podcasting. We just figured we'd do it because we hadn't podcasted in, I don't even know. Was it November? No, it was November. December.
Well, we did the
Did we do a podcast in December?
No, I think we did the last one in November.
Yeah.
Either way, the end of last year and the beginning of this year.
Yeah. So thank you guys for coming. Yeah, good luck moving furniture. Gonna need it. Yep, gonna need it. So have a great rest of your day, and thanks for coming out. This was fun. Bye. You get to hit the button this time.
Where is the button?
I have no idea.
Oh.
End.